know it's been a long time since I've posted, and I just felt really compelled to do a reading right now. I'm out here enjoying the sun. We don't get them very often in Oregon, if you know, so it's definitely a really nice spring day, and I'm out here and I just felt like, let me do a reading. So I will say this is going to be a collective reading, so just whatever comes out, you know, if this message finds you, it's for you. And as I'm out here, oh my god, the card really fell out. Okay, so we're getting the Four of Cups, okay? And it wasn't windy, and all of a sudden it's windy now. So there's this feeling of like going with the flow, going wherever the wind takes you. But with the Four of Cups, it almost feels like you're a bit bored with that. You're unsure of where you're going. You're unsure of what path to take. And if you've been feeling bored, I feel like this is your message. If you feel like you've been bored of where you're currently at, you've been surrendering, going with the flow, and you're kind of like tired of hearing that message, I feel like this is for you. There is something coming in though. I'm being drawn to this Ace of Cups over here. So love is coming, I'm hearing too. So and I did bring out my love reading cards, so this could be a love reading for a lot of you. So take it as it resonates for you. But if your love life has been stagnant and boring and you've kind of been going with the flow and surrendering with however things go, this is definitely a sign, a confirmation that things are going to unfold naturally as they should. You don't need to force anything. You don't need to create resistance. Okay. And you might even be shocked by what that looks like when it does come into your life. Okay. I feel like some of you may not even want it. You know, sometimes we ask for love and, like, let's say that person comes into our life, they're not our usual type or expectation, and we're like, I don't want that person. But there's more than meets the eye. It's definitely not your usual cup of tea is what I'm getting. So I do feel like at first you might push this person away, or you might just keep them at a distance. You might think like, I don't want that. That's not my person. A lot of you may also feel that because you've been single for so long, for example, or you've let go of the expectation or hope of love even entering your life, when it does show up, you're almost like, you don't even know that it's yours because you're so used to things falling through and not going the way that you would expect them to. So you don't even bother getting your hopes up anymore. So I do feel like this Four of Cups is like, I'm not even going to get my hopes up. What's the point? Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, the Seven of Cups. There's been a lot of confusion surrounding this energy. So surrounding your love life, surrounding your path forward. So for some of you, this may be love. It doesn't have to be. It could be just you feeling bored and stagnant with your current life. So a lot of you have choices about what to do moving forward, where to go moving forward. And the feeling of having a lot of choices could be making you feel like, I don't really know what I want at this point. Okay, so some of you may even start to get more suitors also. It might go from having a dry love life to just all of a sudden having options, and that's going to be a little bit overwhelming too emotionally. But for the most part, I do feel like the Seven of Cups is you just feeling unsure of what path to take, where to go, who to trust also at this time in your life. There could be a transition with the people in your life and who you want to trust. Okay, let's see. Let's get one more. Yeah, the Two of Wands, exactly. So this is definitely about a choice, about your path moving forward. Where are you going? A lot of you already know what this is, like what you want, where you want to go. But it's just a matter of taking action. So I do feel that right now you're in the planning phase. You're deciding what to do, how to take action, planting the seed even. And if this is a love reading for you, I do think some of you may have two choices. So like I'm saying, I think you're going to go from no choices to choices. And that's also going to be a test or a lesson for you where you have to decide which person is the best match for you. And I do think there's definitely going to be one person that you want more than the other, and that's going to be your answer basically. So don't feel guilty about choosing that person over the other, because, you know, when it fits, it fits. You don't need to feel bad for the other person. Not that, you shouldn't care at all, but you will just know is the feeling I'm getting with that. But for a lot of you, I do think going back to that boredom feeling, you're ready for excitement, you're ready for something fresh, new change. And with the Two of Wands, it's definitely coming. And it's coming closer than you realize. Something about the springtime, I think that's when the energy is starting to pick up for you, especially if the winter was very boring and dormant. But you have to understand that needed to happen for a reason. You needed to hibernate and get your bearings. Yeah, Five of Cups, a lot of you could have recently dealt with some type of loss, grief, or just disappointment, really, where certain things didn't work out. A lot of cups in your energy today, so very much in your feelings. Yeah, you could be feeling regret over certain things not working out, right? The Three of Cups spilled over, but there's still the two left standing. Very similar over here. It's like you didn't get those 3 cups that you were expecting. So when that cup does come forward, you're almost like, I don't know if I can really accept this and get my hopes up because I've dealt with this loss before. So why bother getting my hopes up? Okay, so for a lot of you, this is love. There's definitely like that Two of Cups feeling that the person coming into your life is going to be a very special someone. It's not just going to be like a fleeting connection, definitely a soulmate connection. But, soulmates doesn't necessarily mean it's the one, but it's definitely someone who's going to leave an impact in your life, here to be significant in your life. Okay, so yeah, just keep trusting your intuition. We have the Ace of Swords, so keep trusting your mental clarity, trusting your truth, what is real to you and what isn't. Going back to that Seven of Cups, if you do feel like there's certain people you can't trust, there's certain energies that you just feel like are off, definitely pay attention to that, because that's your intuition telling you like it's time to cut the energy out of your life. Okay, so let's finish this up with a messages of love. Okay. That's a good message to wrap this reading up. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. So yeah, there has definitely been a delay, a pause in your movement forward, but I feel like that's what's being removed now. The obstacles are being cleared now because you've been doing the work. And if you haven't been doing the work, this is definitely your message to continue doing that. But that's what I was saying, like there was a reason certain things needed to go at their own pace, allowing things to unfold naturally, right? Because there was unhealed wounds within you that needed your attention. And I feel like in the winter time is when you were really spending your time working on that. Yeah, and then at the bottom of the deck, we have retreat. Time alone or in nature will help you recharge. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what the winter was for a lot of you. It was definitely a moment of retreat, of solitude. Especially, I'm getting the hermit energy, so a lot of you could have been single for a really long time, for years, and you had to learn boundaries too. Firm boundaries are needed now, so you just needed to learn to be in your own energy and not place your external validation or just your validation in general externally of you. Okay, so let's finish this off with the Hidden Truth Oracle to see what else wants to come through. If a certain person wants to say something. Oh, they're jumpy. I know it was a distraction from your pain. So this definitely feels like the person that you're getting over or have been getting over. So it's definitely toxic in that sense, where you both could have been each other's distraction from your own pain. This person could have caused you pain too, and that's the unhealed wounds that you needed to heal in order to move forward. So I feel like this is somebody of your past that you're currently healing, if not quite moved on from them already, but their energy still lingers every now and then. And that's also why you needed this time apart from anybody entering your space, so that you can really work through that and understand that that needed to end and that that person isn't worth your time and energy anymore. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this short little reading. I will be doing like a long zodiac reading very soon, so have patience with me while I get that out. But I hope this is a little cute something for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in your next one. Bye.